Here are 3 clock faces. Match each clock face to the same time on a digital clock. So we have clock faces, but this question is tricky because the clock faces don't have the numbers written on. But if we remember that we have 12 at the top and then the numbers 1 to 11 around, what we could do is write the numbers on the clock. So for the example that we've given us, we can see that the shorthand, so the hour hand, has gone past 1 but hasn't got to 2, so the hour is 1. And then the minute hand is on what would be the 8, and we multiply the minute hand, the longer hand, by 5. And 8 times 5 is 40, so that's 40 minutes. Now here we can see that the hour hand, the shorthand, has gone past the 6 and hasn't got to the 7 yet, so the hour will be 6, and then the minute hand is on the 7, and 7 times 5 is 35, so the time is 6:35. And here we can see that the minute hand, the longer hand, is on the 2, and the hour hand has gone past 11 and hasn't yet got to 12. So the hour will be 11, and then the minute will be 2 times 5, so 10, so that needs to be matched to 11:10. Here are 4 shapes. They each have a different number of right angles. Write the letter for each shape in the correct order. One has been done for you. So we need to remember that a right angle is like the corner of a piece of paper or the corner of this screen. So let's find how many right angles each of our shapes has. A has 2 right angles because these angles here are the same size as the corner of a piece of paper. B has a right angle here and 2 right angles down here, so that's 3 right angles altogether. C only has 1 right angle, only has this angle here, and D has 4 right angles altogether because it has 2 right angles here and 2 right angles here. So that means that C has the fewest right angles because it only has 1. Next we have A because that has 2. Then we have shape B which has 3 right angles, and the most right angles we have in shape D because we have 4 right angles in shape D. Here are 5 shapes on a grid. Write the letters of the 2 shapes that are octagons. So remember, an octagon is a shape which has 8 sides. So we need to count the number of sides. The best way to do that is to draw a dot at the point where we start counting, and then we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And because we're back to the dot, we know that we've counted all of our sides. And because we counted 8 sides, we know that shape A is an octagon. So now for shape B, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 sides, which means that shape B is a hexagon, not an octagon. For shape C, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's a heptagon, not an octagon. For shape D, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's a hexagon as well, because that has 6 sides. And then for shape E, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So because shape E has 8 sides, we know that shape E must be our other octagon. Complete this sequence. So at the start we have 7 and then 11. So how do we get to 11 from 7? Well, 7 plus 4 is 11, and then if we look at the other numbers they've given us, 19 plus 4 is 23, and 23 plus 4 is 27. So we can say that the rule for this sequence is +4. So to work out this number here, we need to work out 11 plus 4. So that's 15. And then we can check 15 plus 4 is 19. And now to work out this number here, we need to work out 27 plus 4. So that's 31. Each of these 4 squares has been cut into 2 new shapes. Write the letters of all the new shapes that are hexagons, and write the letters of all the new shapes that are pentagons. So we need to remember that a hexagon is a shape with 6 sides and a pentagon a shape with 5 sides. So let's count the number of sides. For shape A, we only have 4 sides, so that's a quadrilateral, a 4-sided shape, so not a hexagon or a pentagon. Shape B has 6 sides, so that's a hexagon. Shape C has 5, so that's a pentagon. Shape D has 5 sides as well, so that's also a pentagon. Shape E only has 3 sides, so that's a triangle, so not a hexagon or a pentagon. Shape F has 6 sides, so that's another hexagon. Shape G has 5 sides, so that's a pentagon. And shape H has 3, so that's a triangle. Follow this route with your pencil. Complete this chart showing the route from start to stop. So from start, the first line we have goes 5 squares to the left, so that's left 5. Then we go up 3 squares, and then right 2 squares. So next we can see that we go up 3. Then we have 2 squares to the left, so that's left 2. And then we go up 2 squares to get to stop, so that's up 2.